This is Stormy Eyes, Stormy for short, and she's the OG barn cat at Hidden Spring Farm. She's been through a lot in her short life, but she's persevered and taken charge at the farm. And this is her story. It all started on a stormy Halloween night in the year 2020. This tiny little kitten was rescued from an unhealthy situation at a farm out in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. She probably wasn't going to survive if she hadn't found this wonderful family to take her in. Her left eye was severely infected with an upper respiratory infection, and she really needed help to recover. She was in very good spirits since finding this family, and even though she knew the road to recovery would be long and tough, she was confident that she would overcome this problem. After a visit to the veterinarian, the kind dad did what he could to help out this little kitten. The enamored kitten looked up to the man, as if in awe of his kindness and generosity. It would take 2 full weeks of rigorous medications, 3 types: amoxicillin, which is an antibiotic, and an eye cream, and nasal congestion drops to help with the breathing. It was then that this little kitten was introduced to her would-be best friend in the whole wide world, Molly, the old English sheepdog. She was a young pup and had a lot of growing of her own to do, but she took the kitten in, made her feel at home, made her feel loved, and their bond will never be broken. Her newfound dad was concerned that she would lose eyesight in that infected eye, but miraculously, it showed much improvement after only the first few days, and she enjoyed some well-deserved time spent out in the yard. Her new friend, Molly, the old English sheepdog pup, was always there to watch out for her and keep her company. While hanging around the house of this family, the kitten practiced her hunting skills. It was natural for her to try to hone these hunting skills because she knew that someday she'd be in the barn keeping the farm protected against mice and other rodents. She'd pretend these fake mice were real mice. She'd chase them down, she'd claw them to death, she'd bite them, all good training for her future employment. She was having so much fun growing up in the house while she was recovering from her illnesses. That's where she met her good friend Pooper, the Senegal parrot. Pooper was a quiet bird, but he didn't tolerate any shenanigans from the kitten. But most of the time, he just minded his own business and watched the kitten play around. On her first visit to the farm, she was given the name Stormy Eyes because her one eye looked like a storm inside. Stormy's first visit into the barn, she didn't know what to think of those chickens. Look, guys, she doesn't know what to think about these chickens. It was right then and there that Stormy Eyes just knew in the bottom of her heart that this was the place for her. That this was a place where she wanted to spend the rest of her days. It was on this first day at the farm that she would start running around, getting used to the surroundings, running, playing, jumping, climbing up the trees, practicing grasping onto the bark. She was training to be a ninja. She knew that those ninja kitty skills would take her far in this world. Stormy? You up here? I found her, the little stinker. Look, what are you doing? Hey, you want to have a nap? Huh? You want to have a nap? You found a nice spot in this nice rug? Stormy found a really nice spot to take a nap in the farmhouse. She loves getting the spa treatment on a big white rug in the master bedroom. Time went by very quickly for Stormy Eyes. She was growing up very fast, exploring the farm, enjoying rides on the dad's shoulders, being happy that he was there to love and take care of her. She was really enjoying life at the farm, and even though she wasn't yet a full-time barn cat, she was still happy to spend time with her friend Molly in the house. Molly never seemed to let her down. But then something happened that would change the course of her life forever. It was the day that she would meet the love of her life, Smokey. At first, she was just checking him out. But Stormy was very territorial, very protective of the family that took her in. And she didn't care much for Smokey in the beginning. She swatted him. She didn't treat him very nice at all. She didn't want anything to do with Smokey. But a few days later, she decided to give him a chance. And she started realizing that Smokey was fun to be around. He was a good time. He was a fun and amazing playdate. The two kittens started to become really good friends. They chased mice together. They practiced their hunting together. They shared meals together. They did all sorts of things together, playing around, horseplay in the house, jumping, climbing. They were having the time of her life. And that was it. They were friends. The two cats would spend the next several months getting to know each other, living life at the farm, learning their surroundings at the farm and all around the property. And they sure loved spending good quality time with the dad. He was such a nice guy. She really had a great time watching her good friend Molly fool around and act like a goofball at the farm. What a fun time to be alive. They completed their barn training together, and they were happy to do it too. And that was it. Stormy and Smokey had feelings for one another. They fell in love, and they just couldn't get enough of each other. Their life was set. They were gonna run off, get married, have a bunch of kittens, get a house, and live happily ever after. But then the most terrible thing happened, and it would change the course of Stormy's life once again. Smokey Barn Cat just disappeared one day mysteriously, never to be seen from or heard from again. Stormy looked high and low for Smokey, but she realized that she was never going to see him again. And she was once again alone on the farm. She wasn't completely alone, though. She still had her good friend Molly, the old English sheepdog. She wasn't going anywhere. She was a good friend, loyal, and sweet. And Stormy loved her very much, and she knew that Molly loved her back. So Stormy just started to live her life at the farm. What could she do? She had to move on. Stormy Eyes also knew that she had a wonderful family here to take care of her, make sure she always has enough food and fun at the farm. And the family loved her very much. The family knew that Stormy needed some friends and some co-workers on the farm, so they went and rescued the Claw Crew. It was a group of 4 kittens and 1 cat named Fozzie Bear. She even had a team up with Fozzie Bear Barn Cat on catching a big, huge mouse, and that mouse didn't stand a chance with these two. Stormy blocked its exit, and Fozzie picked up the kill. Stormy was super happy to have the Claw Crew and Fozzie Bear with her at the farm. She knew that she had a job to do in maintaining the property against rodents and mice, but she needed help to do it. Over many months, Stormy had become quite the mouse catcher. She catches chipmunks, she catches mice, small squirrels, small snakes, voles, moles, shrews, you name it, she's caught it. Stormy had become a leader in her field of pest control around the farm. She's very proud to have this responsibility of pest control, rodent control, mice control, because she knows that she's depended upon. She knows that the family needs her to defend the farm. Stormy has become a staple guardian at the Hidden Spring Farm, and the farm just wouldn't be the same without her. She's still very young, has many, many more years ahead of her. So stay tuned to see the next chapter of Stormy's life and what she brings to the world.